Hey girl, hey, this is Whitney and you have tuned into Whit, and this is our channel about our financial journey to get out of debt and to build financial wealth for our family. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is officially episode 2 of our journey. I am going to start it off with our financial goals for 2023. I went ahead and set out 3 goals that we have for the remainder of the year. So we are in the second half of the year, July through December. So wanted to focus on a few goals these last 6 months of the year, last half of the year. So let me go ahead and tell you guys what those 3 goals are that we'll be focusing on for the end of this year. So our first goal, guys, is going to be something that seems so easy, but yet is still so hard. But just basically no more debt. Like, we do not want to take any more loans out. We don't want to put anything out on any credit cards. Our goal is to just stop the bleeding. Don't take on any more debt. Like, really, everyone, debt is robbing from you. Like, you're already so broke that you had to borrow some money, but I'm going to pay you interest on top of it. So that's our number one goal that we want to, do this last 6 months of 2023 is just don't take on any more debt. Whatever we can pay for out of our salaries, what we make, we're just not getting basically at this point. Our number 2 goal, let me put numbers next to it. So our number 2 goal for this year is we want to pay $20,000 down on our debt. Like, we want to pay that down. So that's a lot of money. I don't think I've ever paid $20,000 on debt in 1 year, especially not in half of a year. So that's a pretty big goal, but I think we definitely can get that done. Based off of what I have planned. That means, obviously we have to stick to our budget and stay motivated throughout this journey. And that leads us to our number 3 goal for the remainder of 2023. And that's going to be to keep the Lord as our focus. Like, make sure we understand who provides our help. As our focus. And just to maintain and stay motivated, basically. Maintain our focus on this goal. Like, that in itself can be hard. Because $20,000 is not easy to do. Plus, sticking on a budget when you never stuck on a budget before is very difficult. So just staying motivated is definitely something that we want to make sure we get done for 2023 for the remainder of this year. I think these are some pretty realistic goals, but yet and still difficult goals for everybody to get to. So definitely we'll be focusing on them every single month till the end of this year. And you guys, if you're in the comments, just let me know, what goals do you guys have for this year, for the last 6 months of this year. Let me know what you're focusing on in your financial journey. So after that, did want to go ahead and break down our July budget. So this is my income tracker. It's basically going to break down what we're actually bringing in, and then we'll go through what we have planned for our budget for July, since it is upon us shortly. So my husband's paychecks, he gets paid weekly. So his paycheck is $8.42, and I want to say it's 76 cents. Now he can get overtime, so that's a good thing. These may increase as the month goes by. Which is a great thing for him. Me, on the other hand, I'm actually salaried, so it doesn't really matter if I work extra hours. I mean, it does in regards to, you know, what gets done at work, how successful I am, but at the same time, it's not going to bring any extra money. And so my goal is to get it all done in 40 hours. But my salary, paid bi-weekly, so my salary is $2,232.52. Mine's gonna stay the same, no differences in that, no overtime, no bonuses, nothing, unfortunately. And my raise will come January, so I'm excited for that. But let's get through these first 6 months, or last 6 months of this year before we go ahead and get to that. So the total we'll be bringing in with both my husband and my salary is going to be, so 78, 36, 8 cents. So that's what we're expecting in. Again, that might change, but that's what we're expecting. That's what we're budgeting for. So let's go ahead and turn over to our actual budget. See that? That's great. So this is for July. So we do tithe. So that's going to be 10% of what we bring in. Both me and my husband, we actually didn't used to combine our finances, so we give our tithes separately. But I also think that is important for us to do that, just so we take accountability for doing that. So I don't want to change that. I'm going to keep that the same. So for my tithe, I have budgeted 10%, which is $447. And then Josh's 10% on his tithe is going to be $338. So the total on these two is going to be $785. For housing, for our house, our mortgage is going to be $1187. Our sewer and water is actually going to be, I have budgeted $80. It used to be $75, but everything's been going up, so now I have a budget at $80 because I feel like a couple months we had it at $80, so we're just gonna keep it there. And if we have any extra money, of course we'll put it to some other bill that we possibly could fall short on, or spending money, whatever we decide to do with it. But we're gonna budget $80 there. If anything, it'll be like a couple dollars that we'll have left over. Our electric, we are on a budgeting system, so it kind of divides up the whole year, regardless of, you know, the more electricity we use in certain months versus the ones that we don't use as much electricity. So we have it on budget billing, so it's $146. If you guys are able to get that, I would definitely look into that. Also, I have a email that gets sent to me every single day, so I can see how much energy we use, so I can kind of make sure I'm not using a whole bunch. I don't have to wait till the end of the month before I get my final bill, before I figure out, oh my goodness, we spent, you know, $250 on electricity. We do have an HOA, and that is going to be $40 a month. That won't be due until, I want to say March or April, so give a little bit of time on that. And we actually have a termite bill that we pay monthly, and that's $33. So that is the total for our house. Our house is $1,485 out of our budget. We also have my husband's grandmother, or my grandmother-in-law's house, that we do pay for. Obviously it doesn't have a mortgage, so we have to pay the bills that are associated with that until we rent it out. I don't know how to feel about renting it out because I hear people have problems with that, but it does need some work, so we're not renting it out yet until we can get some work done. So you might see that come out of a budget later on, if we decide to get that taken care of. So we'll have to make sure we budget in that later on this year. But in July, we won't be doing that. Electricity, we have her budgeted at about $90. And I want to say it's about $80 something. We have had a high month, so we'll see how that goes. But there's nobody in that house, so it shouldn't be too crazy. Her gas bill, I want to say it was like $8 last month. I don't know if that was a fluke or if that's going to be something we expect. But I put $18.83 toward that bill. We do have her taxes that we do have to pay come the end of the year, so we have that budgeted at $59. She also has insurance that has to get paid on that house that just recently went up a couple dollars, so we have that at $156.16. And then her termite bill, which is $25. So the whole total for that house is $329.99, but I'm gonna go ahead and put that at $330. So food, oh how I love food. Everybody does. We are budgeted on that too. So $600 is our grocery budget. That's for 4 weeks. We start our weekly budget on a Friday. So $600, which is $150 a week when it comes to groceries. We also have Josh's lunch budget, which is going to be $50 a week. He is traveling for work, so he's not able to put his food in a refrigerator. So he does eat fast food. Yeah, I know. He shouldn't be, but that's what he eats. And we're going to stick strong on our $0 restaurant budget. If we decide to go to a restaurant, it will come out of our grocery budget because we're not supposed to be going to restaurants. It's much cheaper to cook at home. I know. Some days you don't feel like it. Some days I don't feel like it. Then we have hot dogs for those days, or cereal, or something easy, soup, something like that. So $800 is going to be our food budget for the month of July. Transportation, our gas bill, we have budgeted $40 a week, so $160. I do work from home. I go to the office once a week, so we don't have too crazy of a gas bill. And then my husband's job pays for, his work vehicle and gas when it comes to that. We have maintenance. I think I'm coming up on an oil change soon, so $50. I want to say our oil change is more expensive than that, so we'll probably get it done in August next month. Life insurance, we are paying for that just in case anything happens to us, because we do have a little one, and we want to make sure that he's taken care of, where the debt gets paid off, and somebody is able to take care of him if we both pass away, or vice, the other parent. So that is something that I would recommend everybody looks into. Protect your kids, protect your spouse. If anything were to happen to you, what would they do without your income for the rest of their lives, basically? Of course, you probably wouldn't support them their whole lives when it comes to kids, but when your husband or wife doesn't have that second income, how long are you giving them to pay off, all the things that need to get done? Insurance, we are budgeting $100 a month toward that. We do have 2 cars that we pay insurance on. But the good thing is we don't have any car payments, so that's one thing I am excited about. And I do want to keep that way just to keep our budgeted items low, or expenses low. So that total is going to be $373 for our transportation and insurances. Lifestyle, we do have a little one in daycare because I work. That's going to be $650 a month. We have a birthday fund. This month is my husband's birthday, so that's exciting. We'll do something for that. We do have our pest bill. We do not like bugs. Okay, I do not like bugs, so I do think that is important to our family, to make sure we take care of that. And it's kind of one of those things I probably will not give up. We do have fund money between both of us. This month is kind of low, but we budgeted $20 each, so $40 total, just for us to just do whatever we want and don't have to answer to the other person. I think that is very important. Hopefully, as time goes by, we can increase that fund money, because I think we know that's very low. Cable, that is $85. We are going to look into changing that, because I think that's very expensive. I did call, they didn't want to change it, so it is what it is, until we're done with that promotion. And then our personal, that's going to be our phones. I am in love with Mint Mobile right now. I'm only paying $20 for 15 gigabytes or GBs. So I think that's a steal. My husband pays $30 for unlimited, so we have $50 budgeted for that. We believe in still having fun even when we're paying down debt. So maybe some people don't think that this is cool, but I know that it's something that we have to do because we do live. So we have that budgeted at $225. It's about $56 a week. So that is budgeted out. And then we have a catch-all fund, so that's $20 miscellaneous. That's just if anything changes on any of these bills, we have some money to catch those expenses. And I know that's not high, but I have been paying attention to our bills, and this is pretty much where they stand. It would be a surprise in regards to these bills if anything changes. I try to budget higher than what I think they're going to be. So that should catch it off. Not, we'll figure it out. But this is what we have set for our personal expenses, and that total there is going to be $295. And to the big dogs, the things that we are trying our hardest to get out of here, and that's going to be our 2014 taxes. We have budgeted this month $2,605. Right now we're still waiting for that total, so we're going to put that away in our high yield savings account, and we're going to go ahead and wait until we get that total bill. Then we'll go ahead and get on a plan with them, because we want to get rid of this. That is just no. Credit cards, minimum payment is, I'm thinking, is $35. I hope I'm right. So we'll see how that goes. Nelnet, that's one of my husband's student loans, so that's $227.02. Totaling that all up, we have a total of $2,867 going toward debt. That's great. I would love to see that day where it gets to $3,000, but I will take that any day. And we are going to do all we can to make sure every single dollar goes to where it's supposed to go. Again, you guys, I'm doing Dave Ramsey's plan. So I am allocating every single dollar out of our paychecks to a bill so that I don't wonder where it went, which I did for very many years and months of budgeting, just because I just didn't track every dollar and try to figure out where it needed to go. So this is our plan. The total budget is going to be what our paychecks are. So I want to say that was 36. All of that is budgeted. So this is our plan for July. Of course, we will come back. I am going to do weekly cash budgets for our variable expenses and our sinking funds. So you guys will get to see that and how that's done. I think it will really help us stay in our budget. So we'll see how it works. I'll let you guys know how it works for our family, because I have been a credit card and then now a debit card, and now we're going to see how cash works for us. I can't tell you I'm going to 100% stick to it, but I see that it works for a lot of people, and I think that it would also make a limit instead of us just spending extra money because it's a debit card and we know the money's in the account. So definitely excited about starting that and showing you guys how that works. It will be something new to me, but this here is our budget for July. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I appreciate all the subscribers that have subscribed so far. Thank you for your encouraging comments. We are just love you guys. We thank you so much for staying tuned and watching through this whole video. You guys have a great evening, and hopefully you guys are done with your July budgets. Go ahead and put a heart in the comments if you've already done it. Thank you so much for watching our journey, and we pray that you have a great night. Bye.